baby. We're in for a wild ride today as we tackle two scenarios that both involve exes and expanding a family.
Oh, sounds juicy. And get your phones ready to vote. We'll be asking you which topic that Natalie should tackle next. Natalie Bencivenga is sharing some advice to your burning questions. There's no one else we'd want here.
I mean,
for this
this
tea.
is gonna be good.
Oh, we love this.
Yes.
All right. First question story that we need Natalie's advice for. My ex-boyfriend from years ago reached out to me last week. He has since come out of the closet and has been with a man now for 2 years. While we haven't kept in close contact, we're still friendly. He called me because they want to have a baby and wants me to carry the baby for them. I have since married and I have 2 small children of my own. I was really flattered. I'm open to doing it, but my husband thinks it's a terrible idea. And he worries how our kids will react if I'm pregnant, but giving away the baby. I think the real issue is that he thinks it's weird how my ex is trying to insert himself into my life. What do you think is the best plan?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
This one kind of, I sort of went, whoa, this is complicated, because we've got a situation where there was, you know, hidden identities and now new relationships have formed, but apparently we're still friends. I mean, I think she's underplaying this. There's no way they're friendly, and he's asking her to do this. I think definitely they are friends. Either they're DMing each other on Insta, fun little memes from Bravo all day long, or they're having phone calls, but these two are actual friends, and I wonder if for whatever reason her husband is threatened more by that than the actual idea of a surrogacy. Now, I will say, I do think in this context, with being married, having small children, this could get really messy, really confusing.
Right.
And while I think it is flattering, I think she needs to ask herself, is this my ego reacting to this? Because this is just like, wow, they want me. I must be special. I must be
I'm the vessel.
exceptional. Yes. Because women are amazing on all counts. But I think at the end of the day, you have to prioritize the marriage and the relationship that you are in and invested in. And while I would say, I love this, I'm so honored to be considered, I don't think that this makes a lot of sense for me right now. But what do you guys think?
I don't love it. I don't.
Mike's like, nope, not happening.
I do think it's very complicated to still be friends with your ex. So I can understand.
Even if they're gay?
Yes. Because at one point, maybe I don't know. You just don't know if he's going to go back.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
As the husband, I would be concerned, and I would wonder why.
I think the ship has sailed, though, Mikey.
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You just don't know.
I will say, I remember when we were in college, a couple of our friends were talking about how they didn't know if they had a future having children, and me opening up my body and my womb like I was Mother Nature. I was like, I will help you. I will do it. I will do whatever you need. If you need me and you decide, I would love to. I remember meeting my husband, telling him that I was acting like Mother Nature, and he was like, can we wind that?
Let's just reel that in. How about you? Is this, if someone said this to you?
I wouldn't be able to do that because once I went through the 9 months of pregnancy and the nausea, having recently dealt with that, there's no way.
Good. You're like, I'm good.
Keeping that baby. Sorry, you can have your money back. Okay.
It's a money back guarantee.
All right, so our next story is, here it goes. Okay, I met this wonderful guy, and we dated for about 2 years. Then out of the blue one day, he broke things off. He said that we wanted different things because I wanted children and he didn't. Well, I've been single for about 1.5 years, and I recently saw him out. He was pushing a stroller. Oh my. He just had a baby with his new girlfriend. Seeing him with a new partner and a baby really struck me hard, I bet. He texted me after and asked me if I wanted to get a coffee and talk. He said the situation with his new girlfriend is less than ideal. What should I do?
What? I mean, I remember reading this one and I was like, I had to read it a few times. I'm like, hold on. So he broke up because you weren't on the same page about the baby. Then you see him with a baby. That's his baby. And now he's trying to say, but I'm not super happy with her. I'd rather get back with you. Are you kidding me?
That's not my problem.
That's your problem. That's a you problem. That's a you decision and a you problem. I would have been like, get out of here. But this is, I think, where people they tug on the heartstrings a little. And she saw the life that she wanted. She didn't get it. So I always try to pull in some empathy, and then I can save the sass for you guys.
Oh, mine, I love that about you. I think that this is very much like our first story. It's the ex of it all. And it's okay with being happy for, you know, people who were in your life and moved on. But I think he outwardly was just saying, I didn't want kids. I got trapped into it this time. Or I didn't want kids with you.
That's
right.
what it
and
is.
That's the problem there. And this whole idea of being trapped, I mean, everybody knows how a baby is made.
You're very right.
And we know how to prevent that. So.
And I will say that, people do evolve, and maybe at one point he didn't want kids and then decided he did, but I doubt it. I just think that he wasn't that into her. And
maybe he likes things he can't have, because now that they're not together, now he's like, oh, I want you back.
That's just trouble.
That is all red flags.
Don't do it.
That's what we need next time.
Little
red and green flags.
Yes.
Putting it in my calendar. I love this.
Add it to the talk budget.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, if you would like to read more of the Ask Natalie advice column, we're going to link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Well, my hands are clamming from that. All right, it's time to pull out your phone. As we told you before, you get to decide one of the topics that Natalie is going to give advice on next month. Here's your first option. A man is concerned about his girlfriend's money management skills and worries how it's going to affect them in the future. She's got a ton of debt, bad credit, and refuses to cut down on spending. Should the man break up with his girlfriend, who he loves, over money?
Oh, boy. And here's something we're actually going to talk about in just a little bit. Playing favorites when it comes to children. A woman is concerned that her sister-in-law constantly praises her son while being hypercritical of her daughter. Does she have a right to confront the mom about this matter? Make your voice heard by scanning the QR code or going to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.